It's this is war. For too long, the government has went out of control. For too long, not only has the government went away from what our founding fathers not only intended but warned us against. It is everything that they said we should never be. Right now you got fraudulent entities like the IRS and the drug enforcement agencies and these so-called security agencies designed supposed to be to protect us, does nothing more than make criminals out of people and are criminal themselves. I implore the American people to finally start standing up and facing these tyrants for what they are. The tyrants who steal, break up families, and use the so-called rule of law to destroy families all across the land. One of the calls for arms is so many of our brothers and sisters in the tax patriot movement going to prison through kangaroo courts like Irwin Schiff, Cindy Noonan, Ed and Louise Brown, Richard Schukaman. The list goes on and on. About patriots. Everyday people who not only are willing to stand up and face their accusers to do what needs to be done. Too long, rather than show them the law, like the We the People Foundation, when they marched up on Washington, all the president or any of the low-ranking politicians, any one of them, could have walked right up there and said, Mr. and Mrs. American people, here's the law right here. This is what you need. Here's the page, and here's the thing. And even break out a book and says, this is where it is. Meeting's over. Start paying your taxes. Instead, they chose to ignore it. It's not on the priority. And even some stupid federal judge told them, oh no, the government doesn't have to answer to us anymore. A federal judge said that. Where's the rule of law? Where is what the government has to answer to us? Instead, they make us answer to them. The past 100 years, we have gone through a spiral down. First, the government steals our money. No longer is our money backed by gold and silver like our original founding fathers intended. These worthless Federal Reserve notes is nothing more than paper mache. It's time, America. I also believe that there's only one politician up there who has not only gumption but to make this all come true, and that's Ron Paul. But the mainstream media don't like him because he doesn't support the war, he doesn't support any of the Democratic shit, and he doesn't report very much of the Republican shit. He believes in abolishment of the income taxes. He believes in putting America back, getting us out of this fruitless war that's only going to cost more Americans their lives, eventually get as many of our boys and girls from the war returned in body bags, costing us tomorrow, costing us a strong medical our military base to weaken because we're stretched so far across the world. Right now we can't even defend against 2 million illegals crossing the border every year. What's the answer our politicians give us? Start learning to speak Spanish. Yeah, speak Spanish. And start learning to wave and say your Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish to the Spanish flag. Well, I say screw it. If you want to defend America, start taking it back. I say, first of all, stop paying the IRS. Tell them to go to hell, because that's where they belong. Number two, start sending a clear and present message. As the Republican Party, if you're out there, you want to survive, you better get Ron Paul as president, not those two jokes like Giuliani, and especially Edwards. He is a joke. He was a joke the last time, he's a joke this time. But you're guaranteed to get Hillary, and that's all you need. So I wonder, what is it gonna? I hope Hillary Clinton wins for one reason. I hope she makes the rule of law, so strict and so socialist that people will finally get up and say, enough is enough. And it takes taking a worthless, scummy bitch like her, putting her in the White House, and letting her and her husband ride roughshod over you until you finally say enough is enough, start getting the gallows, then more power to them. I'm just waiting to see when America's going to wake up.